For those of you who saw my Tesla screen swivel mount installation this past summer and were on the fence on purchasing it, we now have an even greater reason to get this accessory because it now tilts up and down about 15 degrees and not just left and right at 30 degrees. My name is Evan and welcome back to my channel. I create Tesla content showcasing the many accessories on the market today, like this one here. If you are new here, consider subscribing to see future content like this. With this new ability, we can now provide an even greater viewing angle depending on the driver's seat position. Should there be any sun glare, it's no longer a problem as you can just simply tilt the screen downward to deflect the sun rays. I'm also happy that this item still looks nearly OEM with this custom fit design that matches the Tesla interior. There is no fabric sleeve with velcro hiding the mounting hardware behind the screen. When you get your install kit, it will include everything you need to install this yourself. Now because I already have the first generation swivel mount installed, the only thing I need to do is swap out the actual metal swivel bracket and this plastic frame piece. If you need to start from the beginning, please see my full detailed install video found in the upper right hand corner of this video. As you can see, I already took off my screen from the Gen 1 swivel mount and now we're going to remove the two screws from the bracket with a 10mm socket. Remember to turn the mount to access the screws for removal. As we can see, the differences between the Gen 1 and Gen 2 brackets are minimal. The main difference is the bottom where you can adjust the tension strength for the ability to tilt it up or down. I'll show you how this works here in a moment. Taking the new bracket and sliding into place, take the original Tesla screws and insert them back into place. You will need to turn the mount to access the screw holes again. Taking your ratchet set, firmly torque down the screws to where there is no movement on the bracket from the dash. If the black bracket moves, you need to tighten the bolts. We don't want your screen to bounce around when driving. That part is very important. After the screws are properly in place, re-affix your cover plate. I just used my old plate from the Generation 1 dash as it's the same piece as the Gen 2 kit. Affixing the piece can take some time. It should clip neatly into the Tesla dashboard along the sides and bottom. Now if you're finding this video helpful this far, consider clicking that like button for me so current and future Tesla owners can find this. I would greatly appreciate it. Once in place, you can now use this large tool that came with the kit to adjust the firmness of the tilt function. This setting is totally up to your preference. It took me some time to find the perfect adjustment to where it's not too difficult to move the bracket up and down. You will want to have it somewhat still tight so the screen will stay in place the way you want it to. Too loose and the screen will move out of place when driving. After finding your preferred adjustment, the last thing I need to do was swap out the back piece from the screen. Taking your Torx 25-bit, remove the two screws on either end to lift off the old plate. Push on the purple tab on the screen connector and pull the cord free. Taking the old mounting plate off, we can slightly see the difference from the Gen 1 kit. The new angle from this mounting plate will allow the screen to move up and down. Install the new mounting piece and then reattach the cord and wire harness adapter. Place the screen onto the mounting bracket as you see here. Do not force the two together, it should just slide onto the bracket. Taking the two screws from the kit, place them into the proper holes at an angle while holding the screen slightly upward to make your installation easier. After this, just reattach your temperature sensor plate to the frame of the center console piece. Again, to see how this all attaches in more detail, please see my first install video on this found in the description below. We are now done swapping out my Gen 1 screen mount with the newest Gen 2 swivel mount. Here are some more views on the screen tilt in action. With this many viewing angles, it's hard not to find your preferred setting. I would still recommend putting on a matte screen protector to further block out any fingerprint smudges and sun glare. I currently have this matte protector right now as you see here and it still works great after 2 years. I'll post a link for all these items I mentioned in the description and comment section below. What do you guys think of this new screen tilt? Let me know down below. Again, my name is Evan. Until the next video, stay safe.